This is the beautiful city of Montreal and the location of the Canadian Grand Prix. Yes indeed, it's race day in Montreal and we have a 112,000 sellout here at the Gilles Villeneuve circuit. The track itself is a series of very similar sections with long straights, slow corners and heavy braking zones. It's a circuit that requires stability under braking, low drag down the straight and good traction on the exit of the corners, and as always, grid position is critical. Pretty much perfect weather conditions for racing here today, so we should see some very competitive lap times during this race. Lining up on pole is Fernando Alonso, while Juan Pablo Montoya starts alongside him in second. Third is Jarno Trulli. Fourth is Rubens Barrichello. Row 3 and 5th place for Giancarlo Fisichella. Next to him in 6th is Michael Schumacher. 7th spot on the grid for Kimi Räikkönen. Jenson Button rounds off the top 8.
The grid is clear, the drivers are ready, and off they go on their parade lap.
Just remember, you don't have 100% grip yet as the tyres aren't fully warmed up. Tyre blankets can only do so much. Scrubbing the tyres left and right across the track surface will put extra heat in them. This should give you slightly more grip when you're starting the race. Try to get heat in the tyres before the final bend too. This way, you should have some heat in them whilst you wait for the rest of the grid to assemble. Remember, safe driving today please. We don't want any unnecessary repair bills. The sponsors are looking to just get some good TV exposure by being on the track for the full duration of the race. We're seeing the tyre temperatures have dropped off. Make sure to get some heat in them before you start lining up the grid sequence. You've got to get some heat back into the tyres before you reach the final bend of the parade lap. Pressure looks good, temperature looks good, everything's ready to go. Good luck with the first part of the race, see you at the first...
It seems like an age for the drivers waiting for the lights to signal the start of the race. Go, go, go! Alonso gets off to a great start, so does Montoya. Here come the leaders into turn 2. Alonso still leads. He's followed by Montoya. Next is Jarno Trulli. Looks like there's been an incident at turn 2. It's Coulthard! It's a retirement and a very unsatisfactory end to his race. And Heidfeld was also involved. That incident doesn't seem to have done him too much harm. completed, the field looks like this. Alonso leads. Montoya is second. Trulli is third. Barrichello fourth. Fisichella fifth. Michael Schumacher sixth. In seventh is Raikkonen and Button eighth.
Good start. You just put in your best time through Sector 1. That's just about the fastest you've been to the second sector in this session. You're in 12th at the moment, try and push a little harder.
As the drivers start their third lap, Alonso leads. Montoya is second. Trulli is third. Barrichello fourth. Fisichella fifth. Michael Schumacher sixth. In seventh is Raikkonen and Button eighth.
Great time through Sector 1, keep it going.
An improvement for Alonso and his fastest of the day so far. His last lap time was a 1:12.19. That shows more pace than Montoya. Right now his lap times are averaging the high 1:12s.
Great time through Sector 3, keep it up. You're just making the top 10, you're running in 10th. First sector, that's the fastest time you've set so far. You just beat your best time through Sector 2.
Montoya is really going for it. That last lap time was a 1:11.61. He continues to close the gap to Alonso. He's lapping in the low 12s. The split has been shortened to 1.3 seconds.
You're at 9, P9. Stop. You just put in your best time through Sector 1.
Montoya is piling the pressure on with some excellent driving. That last lap time was a 1:11.56. He's closing the gap to Alonso. The gap has now fallen below a second.
Good final sector. Your best so far this session.
Let's take a quick look at the current leaders. Alonso leads. Montoya is second. Trulli is third. Barrichello fourth. Fisichella fifth. Michael Schumacher sixth. In seventh is Raikkonen and Button eighth. Now here's a scrap for 16th place. Liuzzi will have to make his stop in the next couple of laps. Will that open the door for speed?
He'll most likely be pitting first. He's going to be trying for great in and out laps, and his mechanics will be trying hard to get him out in record time. They may short-fill him to keep the time down. Liuzzi is quickest through the first sector. The size of the gap is now 1.4 seconds.
Up by half a second through the first sector.
It looks like Speed is responding to the pressure applied by his opponent. He was faster through the previous sector. He's slowly closing in. The margin has shrunk by another 10. Speed is on a roll now. He's reduced the gap by another 1/10 of a second.
The Toro Rosso mechanics are out in the pit lane.
Liuzzi is starting to do a bit better. The gap has widened to 1.4 seconds. That's another sector where Liuzzi has been quicker. He's extended the gap by another 1/10 of a second.
Quarter of the way through this Grand Prix, Alonso leads. Montoya is second. Trulli is third. Barrichello fourth. Fisichella fifth. Michael Schumacher sixth. That's Scott Speed entering the pits. Speed exits the pit lane. The Toro Rosso mechanics are out in the pit lane.
Okay, P8 right now. You're a full half second faster through sector 3.
Liuzzi dives into the pit lane.
Speed is in the perfect position to move ahead. It's hard to see Liuzzi leaving the pits before he's overtaken.
Liuzzi leaves the pits.
Liuzzi rejoins without losing his place. Speed would have preferred to be looking at him in his rear-view mirrors.
Let's see who the top 8 drivers are. Alonso leads. Barrichello is second. That's a gain of 2 places. Fisichella third. Fourth is Raikkonen. He's moved up from sixth. Montoya fifth. Trulli sixth. Seventh is Button. And Massa is eighth. There's a good scrap shaping up for second place. Barrichello won't be able to stay out on track much longer. There's a real possibility for Fisichella here.
We're quite sure that he's got more fuel in his tank than Barrichello. As long as he can stick with him, he'll overtake when he's forced to pit to refuel. He should be a second or more faster per lap with the lighter car. So if he can run a couple of laps longer, then he's in with a very good chance of getting past. That's assuming he can get a few more laps out of it, of course. Barrichello is up through the third sector. The gap now stands at 1.8 seconds.
You're running a bit at the moment.
It looks as if the Honda mechanics are preparing for a stop.
Barrichello certainly looks to have the better of his opponent at the moment. He's extended the gap by another tenth of a second. Barrichello goes fastest through the second sector. He's extended the gap by another tenth of a second.
Into the pits comes Barrichello. The top 8 currently looks like this. Alonso leads. Fisichella is second. He's up from third. Third is Barrichello. He slid down from second. Button is fourth. Felipe Massa is fifth. Montoya sixth. Trulli seventh. Heidfeld is in 8th place.
Fourth position, you have fourth.
Exiting the pit lane is Barrichello.
According to our computers, the tyres are accumulating some wear now. Just keep an eye on it. Second sector, your best so far this session.
Fisichella completes a good second sector. He is really pushing hard. That's added another 4/10 of a second to his lead.
You're currently holding third.
Let's take a quick look at the current leaders. Fisichella leads. He's up from second. Alonso is second. Massa is third. We can see the mechanics preparing from our commentary box window.
Fisichella moves further ahead. The gap has now increased to 21 seconds.
Fisichella comes into the pits.
This is an ideal opportunity for Barrichello to use his advantage and grab a position. Fisichella is looking right down the barrel here.
Updating your position, second place, you get that? You're in second position.
inches past our commentary box. Fisichella is away.
Fisichella is back on track now, getting himself back up to racing speed. No, not this time. Barrichello is still out in front of him.
That's a good time for Michael Schumacher, his fastest tour of the circuit so far. His last lap time was a 1:12, flat. That's noticeably quicker than Trulli. He's been lapping in the mid-1:13 range. This is lap 16. Alonso leads. Massa is second. Third is Juan Pablo Montoya. Barrichello fourth. Fisichella fifth. Trulli sixth.
Get ready for your stop on the next lap.
Barrichello's on a mission right now. Look at him go! His last lap time was a 1:12.45. That's quicker than Fisichella. He's lapping in the high 1:27s, dipping into the low 1:28s.
Great time through Sector 3, keep it up.
Top 8 currently looks like this. Alonso leads. Massa is second. Third is Juan Pablo Montoya. Barrichello fourth.
Ready when you are, scheduled stop at the end of this lap. That's just about the fastest you've been to the second sector in this session.
Halfway mark. Alonso leads. Montoya is second. He's up from third. Third is Barrichello. That's a gain of 1 place. Fourth is Fisichella. Felipe Massa is fifth. Trulli sixth. Michael Schumacher is seventh. And Button eighth.
Don't lose that place. Both cars are now in point-scoring position. Take it easy out there until the tyres are shown as green on the indicator. Whilst they're blue, you'll have less traction.
There's a nice tussle shaping up for fifth place. Trulli should be making his stop shortly. Michael Schumacher could really capitalise here.
He'll probably be first in. I think there's a chance if he gets very good in and out laps and an excellent pit stop. The pit crew will most likely short-fill him. Michael Schumacher piles on the pressure through Sector 2. The gap currently stands at 0.6 seconds. This is brilliant driving from Michael Schumacher. That's a brilliant piece of overtaking which leaves Trulli in his dust.
According to the car condition tyres have reached a good heat and grip levels should be pretty good.
It's Montoya! He's out of the race. That's got to be a disappointing result. It was Albers who got caught up in that as well.
Well done, you're moving up the field. Well done.
Alonso is on a charge now. His last lap time was a 1:12 on the dot. That's better than Barrichello. His lap times are in the low 1:13s, high 1:12s. We're on lap 20. Alonso leads. Barrichello is second. Fisichella third. He's up from fourth. Fourth, Michael Schumacher. Trulli fifth. That's a gain of 1 place. Jenson Button in sixth. Massa is seventh. And Raikkonen is eighth.
You have fifth position.
The fight for sixth place is hotting up. Button must be due to stop soon. Raikkonen is in with a shout here.
Button will most likely be first into the pits like last time. This should give Alonso the perfect opportunity to put in some flying laps while he has the lighter car and see if he can't get past him. Of course, we don't know exactly how much fuel they put in each car during the last round of pit stops, and he's going to have to push fairly hard. Button completes a good middle sector. The gap is now out to exactly 1 second. Button is starting to look more comfortable now. He looks as if he's trying to prove a point. That's extended the gap by 4/10.
It looks as if the Honda mechanics are preparing for a stop.
Raikkonen has started to pick up the pace again now. He's not willing to let this gap get any bigger. The split has shortened to just 1.3 seconds. Button must have got a message through from his team to push. He's extended the gap by another 1/10 of a second.
Here's the current top 8. Alonso leads. Barrichello is second. Fisichella third. Fourth is Trulli. Felipe Massa is fifth.
Try and hold this position, you have third.
Jenson Button leaves the pits. I can see the McLaren mechanics out in the pit lane. Raikkonen takes to the pit lane.
Button should be able to cruise past while his opponent is in the pits. It's going to need to be a very good stop if Raikkonen is to have any chance at all.
We're at 2/3 race distance. Barrichello leads. He's up from second. Alonso is second. Massa is third. Fourth is Raikkonen. Fisichella fifth. Michael Schumacher sixth. Trulli seventh. And Button eighth. Raikkonen completes his stop.
Raikkonen is through. He rejoins the racetrack ahead of Button.
Let's take a quick look at the current leaders. Barrichello leads. Alonso is second. Massa is third. Fourth is Fisichella. Michael Schumacher fifth. Trulli sixth. In seventh is Raikkonen and Button eighth.
You're in second place.
Fisichella is really turning up the heat here. His last lap time was a 1:12.29. He's narrowed the gap to Felipe Massa quite significantly. The split is now less than 14 seconds.
You're nearly home.
We're now 3/4 of the way into this race. Alonso leads. Massa is second. Fisichella third. Barrichello fourth. Michael Schumacher fifth. Trulli sixth. In seventh is Raikkonen and Button eighth. Here's the current top eight. Alonso leads. Massa is second, Fisichella third, Barrichello fourth, Michael Schumacher fifth, Trulli sixth, seventh is Button, and Raikkonen is eighth. Massa on full charge. His last lap time was a 1:12.22. That's significantly faster than Alonso. He's lapping at the high end of 1:13, dipping down into the low 1:14s. Massa is putting the pressure on here. His last lap time was a 1:12.95. He's steadily building up a lead over Fernando Alonso. The gap has now increased to 3.7 seconds.
To the finish, keep at it.
With just 5 laps to go, Massa is first, Alonso is second, Fisichella third, Barrichello fourth, Michael Schumacher 5th, Trulli 6th, 7th is Button, and Raikkonen is 8th. Massa is putting the pressure on here. His last lap time was a 1:12.25. He started to pull away from Alonso. The split is up to 5.6 seconds now.
Michael Schumacher is pushing himself a bit harder. The question is, at this late stage, does he have the skill to catch him? There is a chance that Barrichello may be overtaken soon. The gap is 0.8 of a second now.
The rubber on your tyres is starting to get worn, and this will affect the levels of grip you're getting.
Michael Schumacher finishes the lap in fine style. He's closed the gap by another 0.2 of a second.
As we head into the final few laps, Massa is first, Alonso is second, Fisichella third, Barrichello fourth, Michael Schumacher fifth, Trulli sixth.
Barrichello was able to extend his lead that time. The gap has grown to 0.9 of a second now.
He has beat your best time through Sector 2.
Barrichello certainly looks to have the better of his opponent at the moment. He extends the gap by a fairly substantial 0.8 of a second.
Let's take a look at the current top 8 positions. Massa is first, Alonso is second, Fisichella third, Barrichello fourth.
Michael Schumacher knows he has to respond, and he's doing just that. The gap is now down to 1.1 seconds. Michael Schumacher is breaking down this lead. The gap is 0.8 of a second now. Barrichello was able to extend his lead that time. The gap is extended to 1.3 seconds. Massa in P1 has begun his last lap.
Keep your focus, final lap.
Alonso is behind him in second place.
Improved by 0.2 seconds through Sector 1.
Michael Schumacher knows he has to respond, and he's doing just that. He's just taken 0.6 of a second off the car ahead. With just one lap to go, it looks like Schumacher is still hungry for a place. Does he have enough time left to make his mark though? We'll soon see. Barrichello was able to extend his lead that time. The gap has grown to 0.9 of a second now. Michael Schumacher knows he has to respond, and he's doing just that. The gap has shrunk by another 0.7 of a second. Massa races past the checkered flag for the maximum 10 points and top spot on the podium. Alonso should hang on to finish second. We're halfway through the season and it's been a fantastic Canadian Grand Prix here in Montreal. The Canadian fans' enthusiasm for the sport never fails to impress me, and we've had a wonderful time here. Next up, we'll be hopping south of the border into North America, and we'll be visiting the legendary Brickyard, home of the United States Grand Prix. In 2005, the fans were left disappointed by witnessing only a 6-car race. As you'll no doubt remember, this was due to a technical tyre issue in the superfast Turn 13. This year, everyone has worked flat out to make sure that nothing like that happens again. I'm looking forward to seeing a full race 1 week from now, and I hope you'll join us. Goodbye from Montreal, and we'll see you soon.